It's the most fun thing I've ever done in my life. And I always say, be delusional. And this sounds funny, but be delusional. If you have something that you really, really want, be delusional. Don't let something discourage you. There's an issue, solve it. Don't see issues, see challenges that you have to overcome. See opportunity, right? I don't know. Let's say my ski navigation app, right? We lost the contract. Good, more time to get better, right? Jocko Willings, the ex-Navy SEAL guy, has a great speech on that. Something bad happens, good. We have more time to prepare. Oh, we didn't get the good gear, good. We can get more practice on the old set. Like something bad happens, good. You have an opportunity to get better, get more prepared. You know, don't ever think of something as like, oh, it's terrible. Just look at facts, look at what you can do with them, and then do the best thing. And then trust yourself, look at other people's opinions, but remember they're not your opinion. And then make your own judgment, and then go for it, 100%. And then you will not feel bad about it at all, if you're truly honest with yourself.
That reminded me of a couple things. The first one is this book that I'm just starting to read now. It's called The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. Basically what I've looked at like into it overall. I'm reading it like fully now, but it was super interesting to me because it basically is talking about like the obstacles and the things that are actually in the way are going to promote more forward progress from you by actually like facing them instead of just turning around, just walking away, basically just quitting because you learn nothing from just randomly quitting the entire time. But whenever you face that obstacle head on and really move it out of the way and then move to the next one, that's whenever you're making forward progress. That's whenever you're growing and you're going to get closer to these milestones that you set for yourself that you really want to hit. I feel like just switching your perspective in the sense of like these things are like they're tough, but they're happening for a reason because something that I really believe is the fact that like all these things that you've had in the past have made you into the person who you are today. And actually, I think it's Alex Hermosi, his quote, where he talks
Love the
about,
guy.
I love Alex Hermosi. One of the things was, I think it was from him, but it was if you were to have a if you were to like make a person or whatnot who was all the way like super successful and whatnot, you wouldn't have them just make it like you wouldn't just make it like super easy for the people. Like you'd give them like challenges to face so they can become that one person who they want to be, that super successful person. And it's something that you need to realize, and that I started to realize is if you want to be that person who's like super successful, you got to do all the different things that like get you to there. It's like one of the things that I always said was I need to during my 20s, I want to, like work really hard and whatnot and like set up the rest of my life. So like it's okay. And like I'll be in the position where I want to be. And then I turned 20 and I was like, all right, like you got to like do it now, like put in the work and like actually get to where you want to go. Like this is the time whenever you have to like actually do it. And it's accepting that and realizing like switching your perspective, like this is the opportunity. You have the opportunity right now to become great, to be exceptional, to do what you want to do, be passionate about the things that you want to be passionate about, and make your life better for your future. You just have to actually do it now. It's like nobody else is going to do it for you. Go for it. See it as an opportunity. Push yourself forward, and then so that you can look back and be like, man, I did all that stuff. I'm so thankful that I was able to do it. And I even now, I'm doing that now where I realize something for other things I'm building. And it's like, because of the actions that I took in August that I didn't even realize were going to like help me out, or even further back, actions I took like a year and a half ago that's set up right now for me to be on the call with you or to be building the other stuff. It's like, man, I'm so thankful that I just put in the time. And yeah, it was crazy hard. And this applies to anything, like whether that has to do with, building like a business or building out whatever it is that you're doing or anything that's you're passionate about, but just even like hard things like studying an extra 30 minutes this past Tuesday for the test that you have coming up, that's already building upon it. And it was an opportunity that you were able to be able to go and study. And then now you're able to do better in the future. It's just thinking about it from like a lens of more delayed gratification to where I'm going to put in some work now and then we're going to get I'm going to get rewarded for it later. And I think that just switching your perspective from that way and seeing things as opportunities, I love that. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, and there's a quote. I don't remember who said it. It's an old quote. Uh, a guy says to his friend, like, I want to make $1 million. And it was like the 80s or something. And then his friend says, well, that's a very materialistic goal, just doing stuff for money. But then he responds, no, I don't want to do it for the $1 million. I want to do it for the person I'll have to become to make $1 million, right? And I think that's the true value, that if you take on enough challenges to achieve those high goals, you become a person who is kind of on a different level once achieve that, compared to what you were before. And that's the true value. You grow as a person rather than that gain material gain or something. I think it's more of a journey of like growth that is the true value of it all. So I think that's a really also good way to look at it.